Chapter 7, A Tiger in the House. Question answers. Question number 1. Who was Timothy? Where and by whom was he discovered? The answer is Timothy was a tiger. He was discovered by the author's grandfather in the forests of Shivalik Hills, where he accompanied a group of VIPs from Delhi. Question number 2. Why was grandfather persuaded to accompany the party even though he wasn't a shikari? The answer is grandfather knew the forest better than most people, so he was persuaded to accompany the party even though he wasn't a shikari. Question 3. Describe the camp that grandfather and the very important persons stayed at. The answer is the camp was very rich. It had 7 large tents, one for each shikari, a dining tent and a number of servants' tents. The dinner was very good. There were hot water plates, finger glasses and 7 to 8 courses. Question number 4. What kind of a diet was Timothy brought up on? Answer is initially it was only milk, but later he was put on a diet of raw mutton and rabbits. Question number 5. Who were Timothy's 2 companions? What does the narrator tell us about them? Answer. Toto the monkey and a small mongrel puppy were Timothy's 2 companions. Toto was bold enough to pull the young tiger by the tail and then climb up the curtains if Timothy lost his temper. The puppy was found on the road by grandfather. Question number 6. What happened to Timothy once he turned 6 months old? Give examples of how his behavior changed. The answer is Timothy grew slowly less friendly. He would try to steal away to stalk a cat or someone's pet peccary when out for a walk. At night, one would hear frenzied crackling from the poultry house, and in the morning, feathers lying all over the veranda. Timothy had to be changed up more often. Reference to context questions now. Number 1, the first reference. He had the distinction of being the only member of the party to have bagged any game, dead or alive. The first question, A. Who is he? The answer is he is the author's grandfather. B part. Which game did he bag? Answer is he got a tiger cub home without actually hunting for it. C part. Where had he gone to bag the game? Describe how he bagged the game. The answer is he had gone to the forest of the Shivalik Hills. As he strolled down the forest path at some distance from the rest of the party, he discovered a little tiger hiding among the roots of the banyan tree. He picked him up and brought him home after the camp was over. The second reference to context. He slept at night in the cook's quarters and was always delighted at being let out by him in the morning. A. Who does he refer to? The answer is He is Timothy the tiger. B part. What was the name of the cook? The answer is the cook's name was Mahmood. C part. What did grandmother say in a prophetic manner about both the cook and him? Answer is grandmother said in a prophetic manner that they were going to find Timothy sitting on Mahmood's bed and no signs of the cook except for his shoes and clothes. Third reference. A number of people had gathered to watch the reunion when a keeper pushed his way through the crowd and asked grandfather what he was doing. A part of the questions. Why was the crowd of people watching? Whose reunion was it? The answer is the crowd of people were watching as they were amazed to see a tiger at the zoo so friendly to a visitor. It was grandfather and Timothy's reunion. B part. Describe episode of the mistaken identity at the zoo. Answer is grandfather was all the while patting and loving another tiger whom he mistook to be Timothy. Timothy died 2 months ago of pneumonia. This tiger was trapped in the hills a month ago and was very dangerous. C part. How did grandfather react when he got to know about the mistaken identity? The answer is grandfather had nothing to say. He withdrew his hand from the cage, mumbled good night, Timothy, and giving the keeper a scornful look, walked out of the zoo.